Good morning. Welcome back into Morning Moments with Jesus today. But today I want to talk to you about being honest about where you're going. If you're ever going to get to where you're going, you got to make sure that you know where you are to begin that journey. But once you have spent some time with the Lord, that you took stock in where you are in your life, the changes that may need to be made, now let's look at where you're going. Because that's very important, because there's two pathways towards the future. First of all, there's what I call reactive. And reactive is people who live the life that society creates for them by simply following everyone else. But proactive people live a life they create by following God's direction and not man's direction. Even if it takes them against the grain, they know that they're doing what God wants them to do, regardless of what man wants them to do. So you need to identify this morning about which person are you. Do you consider yourself more reactive? You just do what everybody else does? Or are you proactive and you go against the grain and do those things which you know God has placed in your heart very special? God's plan for us develops in steps. God is a God of order, and we have to understand that. So if you want the next step in your life, God says you need to do something with the step I've already given you. Because it's really hard to enjoy the sunlight of the future if you keep standing in the shadows of the past. And most of the time people won't step out and be proactive simply because of fear. Fear often keeps us from pursuing what we know to be our purpose. You're either going to navigate through this life with faith, or you're going to navigate with fear. It's all about what you choose to give your energy to and your spirit to at those moments. See, the difference is that one will keep you bound and the other will set you free. Fear will keep you standing still, but faith will allow you to soar. So this morning, we go to Psalms chapter 37 and verse number 4 and verse number 5. Listen to what the word says. The word says, "Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass." When I read these verses, the Lord makes one thing very clear to me today. As I study and I read my devotion this morning, I said, Lord, I want to know where I'm going. I want to know the future that you have for me. And I know I can't see the end from here, but I want to know the next step. I want to go the next way. And the Lord speaks in my spirit and says, there's a way that seems right to you, and there's a way that is right to me. And there's a difference sometimes between what I think is right and what God knows is right for me. So this morning I want to ask you, what is your passion? What gets you stirred up in your spirit that you really want to do? Because most of the time that will lead you to your purpose. What do you want to achieve with your life? What kind of difference do you want to make in this world? It's a very important question. So today I speak that blessing over you today. I pray God will give you spiritual revelation knowledge. So today you be safe, you be strong, and you always be blessed. And you be that person who says, I want to know where I'm going, and I will not go, Lord, unless you give me the direction. Lord's will, we'll see you back here again tomorrow. And until then, as always, you have a great day.